All right, what's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well today. If you're brand new and you're about to enroll your first new customer, congratulations. That's a huge step, and that's a huge, I guess you could just say, just a win. But most importantly, it's great to do this with other people because we as human beings, we just love to share what works for us, what we love, and we love to share things that we love with the people that we love, right? So this is going to be a video that's going to help you enroll your new customer step by step and give you a little bit of tidbits of verbiage that you can share with your person as you're going through the enrollment process. And I want you to make sure that you're using this for your people as well too, as a tool. Now, typically, I will do three-way calls with my individuals, and I'll help them through the enrollment process. But sometimes, what actually inspired me to make this video is somebody just has somebody that's ready to go. They enrolled yesterday, and it's not really worth a three-way call, in my personal opinion. It's more worth it after we get them started. So this is a perfect way for people to actually learn how to do the enrollment process without having to do it with somebody on the phone. So if that's you, this is the perfect video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen. Awesome. And so let's go through this together. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to backoffice.isagenix.com. It'll take you to this screen. Username and password should have been emailed to you. So usually for my team, I do first and last name, maybe with a number, depending on if the username is taken, and you just log in here. When you first log in, you might still be what we call a preferred customer. You'll know that because this team button up here will say My Customers, and you'll see this big purple button that is right here. Before you enroll anybody, I'd recommend hitting this purple button and going through the steps to actually become an associate first, because it makes things easier in the long run. So instead of getting product vouchers, if you're looking to do something with this, maybe get your products paid for, maybe pay for a car bill, or maybe actually hit a financial home run with this, you want to make sure that you hit this purple button that's going to be located over here in your back office. So you can switch your account over, you can enter your social for account tax purposes, and they'll have you watch a short compliance video as well too. After you do that, you're then associate, so congratulations. Then you want to go up to enroll new customer. And let's do this because my video stopped for some odd reason, so we're going to start over. So you may or may not see all these countries. I have international sponsorship. So if you are on my team, then I would recommend getting this. It's $49 for the entire year so that you can actually, as we start to expand more globally, you can get points and you can accumulate volume from individuals that are in other countries. We can talk about that at a later time. Let's keep it simple. So United States is where we are enrolling people. So everybody comes in with the preferred customer on auto ship because it's the best value. It's the least amount for the annual fee. You save up to 25% on all the prices, like you get the wholesale prices 25% off. So everybody comes in with this. I don't even say a word here. So I keep bypassing this. I let them know about the auto ship later on. So if just for the sake of this video, first of all, there's 3 packs. These are the most popular packs. My personal choice that I usually get my people on, especially if they're looking to do something on a business level, is the value pack. But for the sake of this video, 30-day system is what we're going to rock out for the sake of time. So you have all these different options that you can choose from. So you have the quantity over here. So say somebody's, I always ask people, so are you more of a chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry fan? And they'll say, oh, I definitely, I typically gravitate more towards chocolate, but I do like vanilla, not really a big strawberry fan. And maybe I'll ask them, well, we have a chocolate mint that is just to die for. And it was a seasonal shake, and it used to sell out all the time before people could get their hands on it. Do you like chocolate with mint in it? And a lot of people are like, yeah, absolutely. So I'm like, okay, great. And you said you like vanilla. You're not so much of a fan of strawberry? No, I'm not a strawberry fan. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is and that's kind of how I help people make decisions. I'll do 2 chocolate mints canister. Sometimes there's packets. You want to press this add button. And we'll do a vanilla as well too. And there's packets here available too. For each canister, to make them into packets, you get 14 packets. It's $2 each. So if we were to do 2 canisters, it's $2.70 times 2, just so you know. we're going to do the canisters for this example. Cleanse for Life, I don't even ask them. I always go towards the liquid 32-ounce bottle. Unless they're traveling, then I'll ask them about the travel sizes that we have available too. Ionix, typically the same thing. I prefer the powder, but I know that a lot of people like the convenience of the liquid, so that's typically what I choose. And the support bundle, depending on if they're more of a chocolate, vanilla fan, I'll just choose that. So this person, let's just pretend like they were a chocolate fan. I don't even ask them, because I find that a lot of times people are overwhelmed by decisions, especially if you go into a bigger pack. They're just like, oh my gosh, this is so many options. So just a little tidbit right there. You want to press 1 and add to cart. All right, continue sign up. Now this is where it's going to go into the auto ship part. And this is what I tell my individuals as I'm going through this. But I just say, hey, listen, you're going to get an email that says that you're going to have like an auto ship or an auto replenish after 30 days. I just want you to let you know that this is a flexible, You're not locked into anything, but it does give you the best deal, and everybody comes in with this option. I always say that. Very important point. Everybody comes in with this option because they get the best value, and it's flexible. But 90% of people reorder every single month, and they see this as a very good way to actually not have to think about it. So what I'm going to do, John, is I'm just going to put some things in there for right now, and we're going to revisit this after we get going in this, and after maybe about the 3rd week, we'll talk about what's working for you, what you liked, what maybe certain things you want to try next, or maybe certain things you want to test out later on. So when people come in with a 30-day system, what I'll do is I'll press this button, and I'll typically put in over more products. I'll do the Healthy Aging Solutions Healthy Lifestyle Pack. It's a smaller pack, but you want your people to stay at 100 BV every single month, which is perfect. And this is a perfect little maintenance guy. If they weren't doing all the shakes every month, like 2 shakes every single day, they're probably going to have some left over. So this I found is a perfect way for people to have a little bit more of a maintenance. If somebody comes in with a value pack, then I might go more towards the 30-day system, which is, pretty much what I'm enrolling with right now. But just for the sake of time, let's just do the Healthy Lifestyle Pack and put that through. So let's just say they want some more chocolate mint. They're going to love it. We know it. And they're still on the phone at this point. I'm just pretty much just shooting the breeze with them, just saying, okay, I'm just getting this set up. Ask them how their day is. If you hear kids screaming in the background, ask them about their kids. Just kind of buy yourself some time if you're on this alone. If you're with somebody like your enrolling sponsor, then obviously you can kind of fill in the gaps with them too. So I'm just picking flavors right now because we don't even know if this is going to be accurate, if they're going to actually get this. They might actually love all these products, but they might want to try the performance line. So we're going to touch base with them before anything goes through anyways. So this is just to put something in there for now. All right, so continue sign up. And now what I always do is auto ship frequency. I do 29 days. Just because if there's a problem with their credit card, then this gives you a little bit more of a heads up, and you have a little bit more time before the 30 days out. And we'll talk more about that. You can ask the person who is sharing this video with you why we do that. And if they don't know, then ask me. Make sure that you jot this down too, auto ship date. I always just make a quick note, like on a piece of paper, or I have a tracker that's in our team page. So you can use that as well too. That keeps track of all my people, and I make sure that no one gets anything that they didn't want. So I always make sure to follow up with them before their auto ship goes through. So let's just put some information in here. Let's see, John Doe. I know that's so common. 123. Let's just do my address, my old address. West Bury Woods Drive, Charlotte, North Carolina, 28277. And let's just say mail.com. That's an old email. 704-778. 86801. There's my number. If you need help, shoot me a text. And we'll just say, John, go watch this not be available. Oh, wow. Somebody, well, I guess it wouldn't make sense if somebody actually went through the example with John Doe and made it actually a username. So I always do, for their username, I do their first and last name. If that's taken, so, you know, if you do Nick Rucker, it's going to be taken, check availability, not valid for our system. Okay. Then I might put like a 1 afterwards, just a number that I always use, check availability. Okay, now that works. So you can do that, but obviously make it to them. First and last name. Password, I always do password 123. So just so you can see it, just like that, capital P. So we're going to take that. We're going to do that there. All this is good. Don't have to worry about it. Next. Not now, because this is an example. Oh, it's saying it's already an invalid character. Oh, space. Sorry about that. Cannot accept this email address. It's probably because Nick Brooker. So picky. Let's try that one. I might have used some of these email addresses before. Let's try gosh. What other ones? Let's try nfrucker@yahoo.com. Maybe. There we go. Okay, cool. So here you're going to pretty much just see this one does not come with the free enrollment. The premium pack and the value pack do, the ones that you saw otherwise on that screen, but the 30-day system does not. So this is just reviewing. Okay, cool. I don't usually typically say anything here. I just press next. And obviously you want to add a new credit card. I don't know if I can do it without for right now. Let me see. Probably won't let me. So let's just do this. I'm going to put one of my expired. All right, so we'll just do this one. It's going to say, let's try this. Okay. I don't even know if that's right. I hope it lets me go. So make sure you press save payment. Ask them, is the billing the same as the shipping? Yes, it is. Okay, great. If it's not, then you have to go to back a screen and you can change the billing. So next. Now it's going to ask you for placement. So you can never go wrong by going right, left, right, left. You can just say change placement. You are the enrolling sponsor. Yes. This, I would just make sure that you, it doesn't really matter. As long as you hit bottom right or bottom left, never hit the minor volume team, you're good. I would say if you're not sure, text your upline, text your enrolling sponsor and ask them. But honestly, you want to make sure if you're coming in as a brand new associate now, you want to put one on each side for starters. So if you have nobody enrolled, it doesn't matter where they go. They can go on the bottom left or bottom right. So let's just do bottom right for right now. If you had another person already enrolled on the bottom right, you'd want to put them on the bottom left so you have two people, one on each side. And that's going to make you a consultant. And so that's very important because there's a bonus attached to it as well too. So you're almost done. And then you press the complete sign up. I'm not going to do it because it's going to say that my credit card doesn't work because it doesn't work. And I enroll them. And pretty much, so I'm just like celebrating. It'll say, welcome to Isagenix. And I'll be like, awesome, you're in. And, you know, it's kind of like a little celebration talk. And I'll just ask them right after that. I'll be like, hey, John, I know that this is exciting. I know you have some heartfelt, audacious goals, but I have to ask, who is going to do this with you? If you asked, who are 2 people that you know for sure that would want to do this with you to hold you accountable and so you could hold them accountable as well? And you might get an array of answers. It's totally fine either way. But what this question does is it makes you see if you have maybe a potential, somebody that's just going to be a customer. They just don't want to share it. They're just like, hey, listen, I just want the products. That's fine. We love our customers. But you might have somebody say, oh, I might have to see results before I actually share this. That's great. They could be a casual sharer. I'll ask them, well, what do you have to see happen in order for you to actually start sharing this? Like, what do you want? What would prove it to you that this actually is working for you? Oh, I'd have to lose 7, 10 pounds. Okay, great. Well, you're probably going to do that in your first maybe 2 to 3 weeks. If you do that within your first 2 to 3 weeks and you hit that goal, can we revisit this conversation? Can we talk about the 2 people that are going to be doing this with you? Yes. Okay, great. Put a note, reminder in your calendar and make sure that you do not forget, because they're going to get results if they follow this. And the second person is, they might name off a couple people, or they might just say, I might have a couple people in mind, but I'm not sure. This is what is key though. You want to say to them, great, hey, listen, the reason why I'm saying this to you, and I want to let you know, is because Isagenix doesn't pay a single penny in marketing, in advertising, in Facebook campaigns, in any sort of marketing for this company. The word of mouth is the only way that this company actually grows. So my word of mouth shared it with you and you got started, and obviously vice versa. But say, for instance, if you shared this with 2 other people with the most popular pack, which is the value pack, and we'll do it together. Say you have Jack and Jill come on the same week. You'll make anywhere between $250 to $500. How cool is that? And as soon as I say, how cool is that? Or how awesome is that? Or pretty cool, right? One of those words, you're going to get a couple of different responses. You might get a yeah, that's kind of cool. Or you might get somebody saying, can you say that again? And they're like in disbelief that they're gonna make money off of sharing this with just a couple of people, because usually it takes a long time to see the initial investment back. You might have some people say, hey, can I enroll more than just 2 people? And I've had that happen before too, absolutely. But that's key, because you can figure out if somebody's into it, if somebody's going to be maybe a customer, if somebody is going to be a casual sharer, which is really what builds businesses and millionaires, is just the people that share this with just a few people, and a lot of people that just share it with a few people. But every once in a while, you might have somebody that really wants to do something with this and saying, I could probably get my mom on this. I could probably get my aunt, my cousins, my niece, my nephews, whatever. Then you have a business builder. So it gives you some little verbiage that you can use at the end. And you want to make sure that you do this at the end, because it just comes off weird if you do this later on when they start to see results, because then they're like, oh, that's, that I knew that was going to be coming sooner than later. This couldn't just be all about just me using the products. But it's about them, because people have an 80% greater chance of success if they do this with 2 close-knit people. And so I always say to them, you want to be successful, right? Yes. Okay, great. Well, we need to find you 2 people to do this with you, because that's going to hold you accountable. That's going to help long-term success. And I know that was important to you. And I know that you said one of the things that was key to you that you've always, that allowed you to always fail, is because you didn't have somebody there with you, helping you along the way or holding you accountable along the way. So who are 2 people who are going to for sure do this with you? That's another approach. So again, that's just a basic tutorial. I know that took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I wanted to share those nuggets. Zach and Eden Slobin are the ones that use that verbiage. So I hope that helped, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Let me know if you have any questions. Get with the person that enrolled you, and they can help you with any questions, comments, whatever the case may be. But love you guys. God bless. See you later.